Good morning, students of class 10. Welcome to our geography period, and today let us discuss the climate of India, that is the average annual temperature and precipitation graph. We are on page number 28, and we have four main cities of India, namely Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai and Chennai. So these are the bars that represent the rainfall. These are the lines that represent the temperature. These are the what to say, the the y-axis represents temperature in degrees centigrade, and the x-axis represents the initials of the month stretching from January to December. This is rainfall in millimeters, and the red line indicates maximum temperature and the blue line indicates minimum temperature. However, if you take a look here, it has got some misprint here. The red line actually indicates, and it always indicates, maximum temperature, and blue line indicates minimum temperature. So please do the correction. And now let us begin with the activity. The first question asked here is, okay, I'll just keep the book constant. What difference do you find in the rainy seasons of Chennai and other cities of India, and why? So if we take a look at these bars, we will understand that these three cities, namely Delhi, Kolkata and Mumbai, receive rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds during from June to September, right? Whereas Chennai receives rainfall from the retreating monsoon winds, not from the southwest but from the northeast. This is the major difference. So what you will write is, the three cities, namely Delhi, Kolkata, Mumbai, receive rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds from June to September, whereas Chennai receives rainfall from northeast monsoon winds from September to December, and they are the retreating monsoons. Okay, it is the northeast monsoon is the retreating monsoon. So this is the answer. What similarity do you see in the temperature curves of Delhi and Kolkata? So what similarities do we see? We see that the temperature actually rises from January to March in both the cities. In Delhi and Kolkata, from January it rises to March. Okay, or we can even say it rises up to, what is this month here? It is April. So let us write the answer. The temperature rises from January to April in both the cities. January to April. Fine. So this is the common thing in both the cities. What is the next common thing? From March till June, high temperatures are experienced. From March to June, high temperatures are experienced. We will take a look at this red line. Okay. So in both the cases, from March to June, high temperatures are experienced, and then the temperature starts dropping down from, what is this month now? We can see that the temperature has started falling here. What is this month? It is July. So the temperature starts falling from June onwards. From July onwards. Right? Here also, let us see, is it the same? Yes, it is the same. So the temperature starts dropping down from July onwards. Now, if you think, okay, you may say that it is not here, it is not the same here in Kolkata. The temperature rises, isn't it? Here the temperature keeps on decreasing and it decreases thereafter, but here in Kolkata it doesn't show the same. Here the temperature seems to rise. It is again a misprint. Okay, it shows that there is some problem with the printing thing. So the temperature actually dips down. It comes till here, till 27. Till 25 or 27 it dips down here. The maximum temperature recorded in the month of December is 27 degrees centigrade. Fine. And the minimum temperature recorded is actually 5 degrees centigrade in the month of December, but we can still go along with this blue line, which is the minimum temperature. What is the minimum temperature shown in the month of December here in Kolkata? It is 13. Fine. So let's go by this, but the maximum temperature in no case can be so much in the month of December in any part of the country. So let us take it down. Let us bring it down and make it 27. Fine. So this was the answer. I will send you the images of the answers, but you please try to understand this activity with the help of discussion. Fine. Now the next question is, calculate the average range of minimum and maximum temperatures of all the 4 cities. For this, we will have to find out the maximum temperature starting from Delhi. So please make a note of the maximum temperature. So what is the maximum temperature here in Delhi? I can see that the maximum temperature here is 41 degrees centigrade. It is a little above this horizontal black line, isn't it? So it is 41 degrees centigrade. And what is the minimum? It is here. It is 7. So what is the difference from, if you subtract 7 from 41, you get the answer 34 degrees centigrade. Fine. So that's the difference in the temperature. Average range of minimum and maximum temperature. So the average temperature in Delhi is 34 degrees centigrade. Now let's move towards Kolkata. What is the maximum temperature? Again, I am telling you this could have been maximum, but it is not correct. It is 27. So please bring this line down here. Fine. So then what is the maximum temperature? Let's consider this as the maximum temperature, or this. Fine. So how much is this? If it is 35 and a little more. So it is 37. Let's consider it as 37. 37 degrees is the maximum temperature in Kolkata. What is the least that you can see? It is this. And what is that? It is 9 degrees. It is a little below than this black line. Okay, so it is 9. So how much is 37 minus 9? It gives you a number of 28 degrees centigrade. So 28 degrees centigrade is the average temperature in Kolkata, annual temperature. Then what is it in Mumbai? What is the maximum temperature that you can see? It is here. And how much is that? It is 34. It is not touching this black line. So it is 34. Maximum is 34. And what is the least? The least is here. How much is that? It is 17. 17. So how much is 34 minus 17? It is 17 again. 17 degrees centigrade is the annual average temperature in maximum temperature, or annual average temperature in Mumbai. And then what is in Chennai? What is the maximum temperature here? Here in Chennai we see it is 39. It's not touching the black line. So it is a little below this. So let's consider it as 39 degrees centigrade. And what is the minimum temperature then? The minimum temperature here is 21. It is 20 here. So this is 21. So how much is 39 minus 21? It gives you 18. So the average annual temperature in Chennai is 18 degrees centigrade. So this is the answer to the next question. Fine. In which city is the range minimum? What can you infer from this? So in which city is the temperature minimum, average temperature? So if you have written it down, okay, the average range of minimum and maximum temperatures that we found out of all the 4 cities was Delhi, it was 34 degrees centigrade, Kolkata was 28 degrees centigrade, Mumbai 17 degrees centigrade, and Chennai 18 degrees centigrade. So which city's temperature is less? So it shows it is it is Mumbai city which shows the temperature less. Okay, the range of minimum temperature is in Mumbai. And what do you infer from this? It shows that because the temperature is this much, I mean it is less or it is minimum because of the proximity to the sea. Means it is close to the sea. Fine. Now based on the temperature, next question, based on the temperature and rainfall of Mumbai, comment upon its climate. So let us take a look at the graph of Mumbai. So what do you understand with the temperature and rainfall? The rainfall it receives here in the month of from June to September, means during the monsoon season, right? So what is the temperature that time? So the temperature is not, there is not much difference in the temperature. So you will write down there is equable temperature in Mumbai. Okay, Mumbai has an equable temperature with less variation in summer and winter temperature. With less variation in summer and winter temperature. So you can see the temperature is, there is not much difference in summer and winter temperature in Mumbai, and therefore we call that we say that there is equable temperature in Mumbai. Now the next question is, in which month does India experience the highest rainfall? So what is the answer to this question? So, in which month does India experience the highest rainfall? If you take a look at the bars, you will see. This is which month? August. And what is the rainfall status in Kolkata? This is again high, isn't it? Is it the same here in Mumbai? No. In August it is so less. Fine. How much is this? Let us just check. Yeah, it is less. And it is very less in August here in Chennai. So August, you cannot go with the month of August, but what is constant in all the at least maximum 3 of the cities is the month of July. So July, fine, it is between 200 to 250 in the month of July here in Delhi. In July in Kolkata, how much is it? It is between 800. It is somewhat 800, between 800 to 900 millimeters. In Mumbai, it is a little more than 800. And in Chennai, we cannot even talk about Chennai. It hardly receives any rainfall in the month of July here in Chennai. So let us go with the month of July. Okay, so in which month does it rain maximum or the highest in India? It is in the month of July. Classify the cities as cities with equable and extreme climates. So we will have to find out which are the cities which have equable climates. So we can see that these all actually receive, what is the common thing? They receive rainfall from the southwest monsoon winds, and they rain from June to September. They receive rain from June to September. So let us write down equable climates in these 3 cities. I'm sorry. Equable climates, if you take a look at the temperature chart that we made, isn't it? So from that we will be able to find out that there are 3 cities which experience equable climates, and they are Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. Fine. And what is the difference in temperature, average range of minimum and maximum temperatures in Delhi? It is 34. So you will write down equable climates dash Mumbai, Chennai, Kolkata, and extreme climate in Delhi. This is the answer. So this was the activity. From this we understood the annual average temperature and precipitation graph of India. In case of any doubts, please do let me know through Google Classroom or WhatsApp. I'll send you the images of the answers in the next session. Till then, goodbye. Thank you.